Confidence isn't loud. It doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't try to prove anything, but somehow it still scares people, not because it's aggressive, not because it's dominant, but because it exposes something uncomfortable. When you walk into a room with real confidence, you don't just enter quietly. You shift the entire energy. People notice. Some feel inspired, but others feel threatened. And the truth is, confidence acts like a mirror. It reflects what people see in themselves. And for weak minds, that reflection isn't always pretty. They don't hate your confidence. They hate what it reminds them of. Your self-belief highlights their self-doubt. Your calm presence exposes their inner chaos. And instead of working on themselves, they react emotionally. They judge you, they criticize you, they try to bring you down. Not because you're wrong, but because you're right in a way they can't accept. Weak people rely on control. Sometimes it's obvious, but most of the time, it's subtle. They expect you to play small, to stay in line, to follow the same path as everyone else. They expect you to seek approval, to need validation, to depend on their opinions. But confidence breaks that pattern. You stop asking for permission. You stop chasing approval. You start trusting yourself. And that makes them uncomfortable because they can't control you anymore. Confidence also comes with boundaries. You begin to say no. You stop accepting less than you deserve. You stop tolerating disrespect. And suddenly, people who were comfortable with the old you start having a problem with the new you. Weak people don't like boundaries because they benefited from your lack of them. When you had no limits, they had access. But now, things have changed, and they don't know how to handle it. Confidence also triggers comparison. Whether people admit it or not, they compare themselves to you. And comparison reveals the truth. It reveals gaps. Gaps in discipline, gaps in mindset, gaps in effort. And instead of closing those gaps, they try to close the distance by pulling you down. Because for them, it's easier to criticize than to improve, easier to judge than to grow. Another reason confidence scares people is because it's often misunderstood. People confuse confidence with arrogance. They assume you think you're better than them. But real confidence is quiet. It doesn't need to show off. It doesn't need to prove anything. It simply exists. It's not about thinking you're better than others. It's about knowing you don't need to compare at all. And that mindset is rare, which is why it confuses insecure people. So what should you do about it? Should you hide your confidence? Should you shrink yourself just to make others feel comfortable? No, don't dim your light. Don't make yourself smaller just to fit into places you've outgrown. Don't apologize for your growth, because your confidence is not the problem. It's the filter. It reveals who truly supports you and who only liked you when you were easier to control. It shows you who is secure and who is not, and that's a powerful thing. So keep growing, keep building yourself, keep walking with confidence, even if it makes some people uncomfortable. Because the truth is, the right people will never be scared of your confidence. They'll respect it, they'll be inspired by it, and they'll grow with you.